Okay, my YouTube people. Not everything I work on is a Harley, obviously. Next thing I'm going to work on is my 1983 Honda XL100S. You can see that the seat needs a seat cover, and I have that seat cover. Also, there's no back brake arm. We got to do something about that. So I have rear brakes, the headlight assembly, I take care of that. Bucket's actually plastic. The last part of this bike is it smokes like crazy. I bought it from a friend. He honed it and ringed it, but didn't do anything with the head. So I'm guessing that it needs some valve guide work. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is blow the seat off. I think I'm going to pull the engine to do the work. So I guess the next thing I'm going to do is pull the engine. Start with the exhaust. Always like to put the bolts back in where I take them out of. Next, I think I'm going to take the gas tank off. Okay, that was easy enough. Guess it'll be the carburetor next. This sleeve has a little O-ring on it to seal. So it looks like there's some kind of carb adapter here. Not sure if this is the original carburetor or not. Ended up having to get a wobble on this, and it is 5/16, even though it's metric. The 5/16 fits. Then I can get it off. Oh, that was good. That was almost, I can't get there from here moment. Alright, that was gooed on quite a bit. Have to get the goo off of everything because it's squished down into the port. Go back in with the bolts so I don't lose them. Disconnect the clutch cable next. Okay. Clutch cable's off. Now the vent. Okay, and the last I think is this is the condenser here. It has a wire disconnect on it. Okay, it's condenser, and then the electrics and the motor mount bolt. Has this plug-in connector here, so you have a single wire. It's a black to these dual wires. You have this plastic one. Now, it should be easy to pull the motor. So to pull the motor, you have to pull these plates. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the skid plate. There's one bolt behind the brake pedal, and then this one here. And it should come right out. Start with these. Get this back bolt out. You have to take this flywheel cover off. To do this, I use my impact driver. I don't even probably have to hit it, but the bit fits these really good. Okay, luckily the gasket stayed in one piece. Now I can get this bolt out. To get this bolt out, I'm going to have to take the spring off of the brake switch. And it looks like I'm going to have to take the brake arm out to get to that nut. I find the best way to get the cotter pins out was a set of cutters just not biting through it, just grabbing onto it. Try and sneak in here with an open end wrench, and sure enough, that works. And of course it hits the kickstand, so it looks like that whole kickstand has to come off, and you just saw the motor drop there. I wonder if the kickstand, yeah, it's attached to the motor. It's kind of an odd setup. Alright, first let me get the chain off. I think the best way to do that is just to take the sprocket nuts off. Don't seem like there's any locks on them. Now the sprocket lock. Now I'll just pull the sprocket. Okay. Sprocket looks like it's in good shape. Looks like the whole kickstand setup bolts on the bottom of the engine, so I'll just take those bolts out. Looks like the best way to do that is with the bike laying on its side. They were actually bolts that held. Oh. Okay, there you have it. I got the coil off. And now I think I have enough room to pull the engine. Seems to be a little, just a hair away. Oh, there it is. Okay, engine's out. Now that the engine's out, I'm going to get it up on the bench and get it apart and see what's going on.